Time for rock news on 1011 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. Let's check in with Lynch and Taco and see which rockers are making the headlines for all the right and wrong reasons. 1011 WJRR.
All right, rock news is brought to you this morning by Elixir, downtown Washington in Orange. Not only do they have amazing food, which they remind us of almost daily as they drop off some more delicious goodness this morning.
Yesterday's burgers.
We've also got Earth Day birthday tickets you can purchase during their regular business hours. No service charge.
Yeah, all you have to do is bring cash. Not only Elixir, also Jack's Fifth Avenue over there in Lake Mary, Longwood area. Remember, cash only, and you save on the service charge.
All right.
During their business hours. Just Google when they're open. You're going to want to get something to eat while you're there, man. That's good.
Reported on this yesterday, but I figure I mention it again here in rock news. Couple passings in the rock world. Firehouse singer C.J. Snare passes away at the age of 64. Cause of death was cardiac arrest, but he had been battling colon cancer. So, fortunate there. Also, the passing of guitarist Michael Ward, who served with several stints with multiple bands, the Wallflowers, Ben Harper, and the Innocent Criminals, John Hyatt, and School of Fish. He died back on April 1st at the age of 57. Updating you on the Rock Hall of Fame fan vote. Been doing this each week as the deadline for you, the rock fan, to vote approaches on April 26th. You can vote at vote.rockhall.com. Dave Matthews Band still holding down the top spot, nearly 50,000 votes ahead of second place Foreigner, followed by Peter Frampton, and then Ozzy Osbourne as a solo artist. I'm starting to drift back a little bit.
Yeah, again, so people can vote for who they like. What is it again?
You can vote at vote.rockhall.com. You can vote every day through April 26th, which Dave Matthews Band fans have been doing, apparently.
They're aware of that.
Yeah. How's this for funny? Gene Simmons from Kiss claims that their sale of their catalog and likeness and brand name to the Swedish company Pop House for $300 million wasn't about the money.
Of course not. I heard that news and I did the same thing. I laughed.
Gene Simmons. Okay. All right.
It's all your whole life is about, Gene.
Yesterday marked 30 years since the discovery of Kurt Cobain's lifeless body at his home near Seattle. The previous Friday marked 30 years since his actual death. You know, he was there in the house for nearly 3 days before an electrician discovered Cobain's body. The BBC is going to air a brand new Kurt Cobain documentary called Kurt Cobain Moments That Shook Music, with the goal of, quote, demystifying the tragic event when the Nirvana frontman took his own life. And it includes powerful and unseen archive footage, including video shot by local fans and raw material from local news crews. Obviously, ever since the death of Cobain, there's been a lot of thoughts out there that perhaps maybe it wasn't a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and all crazy theories and whatnot demystify the tragic moment. So I guess they're going to try to put some of the controversy
to rest.
Yeah, it'll premiere this Saturday on BBC Two. I don't even know how to get BBC One, much less Two.
You got to make sure when you're searching it that you don't just type in BBC.
Yes, yeah, you might get in. Your significant other might find that you've been anyway.
I was searching for Cobain news. Sure, you were.
Not clear when it might be available to view or stream here in the U.S. All right, so there you go.
But we will update you, or well, Lynch will.
If you saw the CMT Music Awards this past weekend, you might have spotted Sammy Hagar on stage in Austin as part of a tribute to the late Toby Keith. Sammy, of course, very good friends with Toby, performed one of his signature tunes, I Love This Bar. I posted the video of that yesterday, if you haven't seen it yet. Sammy said he also got to spend a few days with Toby's family.
If you know the backstory with those two, their friendship, you watch that video because I watched it when you posted yesterday, you get the chills right away.
Twisted Sister reunion may be getting closer to to actually happening, even though they're one of those bands that says, yeah, we're retired. They did get together for an awards ceremony briefly the other year, but as far as a full-blown reunion tour, anything, they're like, that's off the table. Or is it? Dee Snider making the comment that, well, we're having a lot of opportunities put in front of us, a lot of money being flashed. So at some point you might have to say, well, how can I say no to that?
You're seeing it with more and more bands.
I do not fault any band for making the money when it's offered to them. I'm sorry. It's just,
I don't either.
You got to do it.
I don't either. And we all get a benefit from it because we get to see them in concert.
He also says they may do some political rally events, which, some bands go down that road. That's, their choice. Dream Theater announces their first tour with Mike Portnoy since he decided to come back to the band. This will be the first tour in 14 years. They're all European dates at this point. Drowning Pools, CJ Pierce hopes to release a first new song with Ryan McCombs, who's back in Drowning Pool, while still continuing to front Soil, who will be with us at Earth Day Birthday. I guess Ryan came back in and hit the ground running with the guys in Drowning Pool, and they've already, come up with about 3 new songs, one of which is almost ready to go, so we may get to hear some new Drowning Pool soon.
Ryan's a good dude.
And finally, we end with this. Chechnya announced a ban on music they consider to be too fast or too slow. The Minister of Culture announced the decision to limit all musical, vocal, and choreographic compositions to a tempo ranging from 80 to 116 beats per minute.
Boring.
Chechnya, you can't have your music too fast. You can't have it too slow. Or, they're going to want to have a conversation with you.
Let's throw some hardcore Metallica at them. Pantera.
EDM is completely out.
Oh, my God.
At this point. So, anyway, interesting. Sometimes living here doesn't look so bad, right? Listen to however many beats per minute you damn well please.
Yep, and you can check out BBC if you'd like.
There's your rock news.
With us for 3 decades.
101.1 WJRR.
Orlando's rock station.